I've walked through lands of eternal twilight, through cities of hollow silence. So listen close. I want to share a story with you. It's not about gods or kings, no. It's about the fire that burns inside of you and the clever masks we all wear to hide from its heat.
You see, the people of this place, they believed safety was found in perfect order. They groomed every tree, silenced every voice that didn't match the others, and paved right over the wild earth. They built themselves a prison and had the nerve to call it paradise, all because they'd forgotten the kind of strength that can only grow in chaos.
And this is the heart of the fable. It's about that eternal struggle, right? The fight between the manicured garden we try to build in our lives and the ancient, untamable forest that grows in our very blood.
Now, don't let the illusion of strength fool you. The garden, it looks strong. It's orderly, predictable, rational, but it's a fragile, brittle thing. One bad storm and it's gone. The forest, though, the forest is atavistic. It remembers a time before the pavement. Oh, it's chaotic and tangled for sure, but it endures. It survives the drought, the fire, the storm, because its roots run deep into that forgotten earth.
You have to understand this. This inner wildness, this atavistic spirit, it is not madness. It's not some moral failing on your part. It is a biological necessity. It's the pressure of a spirit that refuses to suffer a fatal stagnation. It's an ancient insurance policy for survival.
But when this internal fire inevitably erupts, well, we humans are clever, aren't we? We're terrified of its raw, unscripted nature, so we fall into this psychological trap to hide the truth, even from ourselves. We fall into vanity.
And this is the great self-deception. Vanity isn't just about pride. No. It's the story you tell yourself when your own internal pressure becomes too much to bear. It's dressing up a raw, animal impulse in the pretty robes of a holy cause. It's the gilded lie that keeps you a slave to the very force you refuse to even name.
Let me show you how this vanity leads to utter ruin. Consider the tale of the high priestess, a perfect puppet of her own hidden fire. Just picture it, a city consumed by disease, by despair, and right in its heart, a figure of supposed light, bringing only death. She cut down the thirsty, the sick, anyone begging for mercy, really. And this was her vanity, her grand, elaborate tale. She told herself, and she told everyone else, that she wasn't a killer. Oh no, she was a purifier. Her violence was a righteous act, you see, to protect what was sacred. But that noble cause, it was just a mask for something much, much more primitive. I met her there, among the dead, and with a single breath I showed her the truth. Her halo wasn't gold, it was lead. Her holy cause was a phantom. The force moving her hand wasn't divinity. It was the brute, raw power of her own terror. She had become a wrecking ball, all while believing she was a vessel of light. But vanity isn't always the end of the story. Some people, when they're forced to face the truth, can actually change their path. Take the alchemist, for instance. This man, he had a noble justification too. He wasn't driven by greed, oh no. He claimed it was all for a desire to lift up the world, to end poverty, to bring on a golden age. It was a truly magnificent mask. The thing is, his work was fueled by this volatile, internal pressure that he just could not control. And when his lab would erupt in fire, destroying the homes of his neighbors, he never once saw his own hand in the destruction. It was always saboteurs or cosmic plots, always the fault of anyone but himself. His vanity just wouldn't let him see.
So I gave him a little gift, a mirror. Not of shiny silver, but of dark, polished obsidian. And in it, he didn't see the savior he pretended to be. He saw the fire that truly drove him, a raw will to power that he'd refused to name. It was a painful moment, of course. But in that moment of honesty, for the very first time, he was no longer a slave to his own explosions. He could actually choose.
And that is the ultimate choice that faces every single one of us. Once those gilded lies of vanity are finally stripped away, you're left with this raw, pressurized energy. The only real question is, what are you going to do with it?
So here it is, the choice. The wrecking ball is a slave, just reacting blindly to the heat inside, spinning stories to justify the damage. But the architect accepts the fire. They don't deny it, they don't mask it. They feel the heat, they respect its power, and then they consciously direct it. They build a forge, and they use that flame to create, not just to burn everything down.
And make no mistake, this isn't a choice you can just avoid. The pressure builds in all of us. The fire is coming, regardless of how many walls you build to stop it. The only real choice you have is what you do when it arrives. So I'll leave you with this. Will you be the architect of a creative flame, or just the curator of your own ashes?